Question 1. Find the equation of the line whose intercepts are twice the intercepts of the line 3x minus 20y minus 24 is 0. Okay, so we have 3x minus 2y minus 24 is 0. So let's find the x and y intercepts. So for the x-intercept, I would put y equal to 0. So that would be 3x is 24. So x would be 8, right? So my x-intercept is 8. And for the y-intercept, I would put x equal to 0. So I would get 2y is negative 24. So y is negative 12, right? So that's my y-intercept. Now in the new line, my x-intercept should be twice of 8, so that's 16. And my y-intercept should be twice of negative 12, which is minus 24, right? So if I were to write my line in the form of y equal to mx plus c, then I can see that the y-intercept is negative 24. So I can write it as y is mx negative 24. And then because the x-intercept is 16, I can put the point 16, 0 in this line, and I can find the value of m. So that would be 0 is 16m minus 24. So that would mean 16m is 24. So m is 24 by 16, which is 3 by 2. So then the equation of my line becomes y is 3 by 2x minus 24. If I multiply the entire equation by 2, I get 2y is 3x minus 48, or 3x minus 2y minus 48 is 0. So that's my final equation. 3x minus 2y minus 48 is 0. Option D. Okay, let's go to the next question. If line K with equation y is equal to mx plus b is parallel to the line with equation y equal to 2 minus m times x plus b plus 1, what is the slope of line K? Okay, so line K is y equal to mx plus b. So the slope of this line is m, right? And it is parallel to this line. So the slope of this line is 2 minus m. So clearly when lines are parallel, the slopes are equal. So m should be 2 minus m. So 2m should be 2, or m should be 1. Now the slope of line K is m itself. So the value is 1, option A. Okay. Question 3. In the xy plane, line L passes through the origin and is perpendicular to the line 4x plus y is k, where k is a constant. If the two lines intersect at the point t, t plus 1, what is the value of t? Right. So we have line L that passes through the origin and is perpendicular to the line 4x plus y equal to k. Right? So when the line is written in the form ax plus by equal to c, its slope is given by minus a by b. So the slope of this line would be negative 4. Now, since line L is perpendicular to this line, the slope of line L will be 1 by 4, because perpendicular line slopes are negative reciprocals of one another, right? So the slope of line L will be the negative reciprocal of negative 4, which is 1 by 4. So if I write the equation of line L as y is equal to mx plus c, then c has to be 0 because the line passes through the origin. So there is no y-intercept. So y becomes 1 by 4x, right? So this is the equation of line L. Now, if the two lines intersect at this point, then the point lies on both lines. So it lies on this line and it lies on this line. So we need to find the value of t. So this line doesn't help us because it has another variable k. So we can use line L to find the value of t. So it will be t plus 1 is t by 4. So 3t by 4 is -1. So t is -4 by 3. So the value of t is -4 by 3, option B. Okay, question 4. The line represented by the equation y equal to 4 minus 2x is the perpendicular bisector of line segment RP. If R has the coordinates 4, 1, what are the coordinates of point P? Okay, so let's try and draw this. How would it look? 4 minus 2x would look something like this, right? Where the y-intercept would be 4 and the slope of this line would be -2. Now, it is the perpendicular bisector of line segment RP, and R has the coordinates 4, 1. So this is 4, 1, this is R. So let's say that this looks something like this, right? And this is P, right? So we need to find the coordinates of P, right? So we can see a couple of things here. We know that the slope of this line is -2. So we can say that the slope of line segment RP will be 1 by 2 because they are perpendicular. So the slope of RP would be the negative reciprocal of the slope of this line, right? Also, I know the coordinates of R. R is 4, 1. So I can find the equation of RP, right? So equation of RP would be y minus 1 is 1 by 2 x minus 4, which is 1 by 2 x minus 2. So y is 1 by 2 x minus 1. So this is the equation of RP. We already know the equation of this line, so we can find the intersection point. And since this line is the perpendicular bisector of RP, this point, the intersection point, would be the midpoint of RP. So let's say this is M. So M would be the midpoint of RP. So once we know M and we know R, we can find P using the midpoint formula. Okay, so let's find the intersection. So 4 minus 2x should be 1 by 2x minus 1. So 5 by 2x is 5. So 5 and 5 cancel. So x is 2. Okay, if x is 2, then y will become 0, right? So this point becomes 2, 0, point M. Now we can use the midpoint formula. Let P be x, y. X, y. So then x plus 4 by 2 should be 2, because the x coordinate of R is 4 and the x coordinate of M is 2. So x plus 4 should be 4. So x should be 0, right? And similarly, y plus 1 by 2 should be 0, because the y coordinate of R is 1 and the y coordinate of M is 0. So y plus 1 is 0. So y is -1. So 0, -1 is the coordinate of point P, option C. Okay. Question 5, if point A -1, 2 is reflected across the x-axis, translated 1 unit to the left, and then reflected across the origin, what are the coordinates of the resulting point? So let's draw the coordinate plane, -1, 2. Okay, so this is point A, -1, 2. It is reflected across the x-axis. So let's say A dash. So that will be -1, -2, because the x coordinate will remain the same, but the y coordinate will become negative. Now it's translated 1 unit to the left. So let's say A double dash. So that will be -2, -2, because x will reduce by -1 and y will remain the same. And then this point is reflected across the origin. So my final point, A triple dash, will be 2, 2, because When it's reflected across the origin, both x and y, which are negative, will become positive. So the final answer is option D.